Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A throw to the flat for Carter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's complete to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Carter. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Wilson to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Wilson. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
first down. Robinson. A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Brown providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything.